there's 3, 4, 5 guys that they're potentially looking at that wing spot, maybe a backup center. So I think they will make moves. I think that the team you're looking at today will be different in 3 weeks.
Chris sent us one. Thank you, Chris. They said, who you think is more possible, Royce O'Neal or Dorian Finney-Smith?
Royce. That would be my guess.
Yeah, I would lean to Royce. Yeah, definitely Royce. What you think?
I think it's Royce.
Royce, yeah.
Maybe a little less
Neither
pricey.
of them get me super excited, but
Yeah.
you know.
But again, the thing about this thing, I'm starting to feel better because tonight for me was like coming into this game was, okay, was the last 3 games, was the thing, all the different things we saw against the Lakers and then the comeback against the Kings, was that real? Or was it just like, we got really lucky, they figured it out for a hot minute, the Kings fell apart?
Right.
This test tonight was what was going to make me feel one way or the other.
Okay.
So I feel like it's a little more real now. I'm fully buying your reps thing here, Gerald, now. So when we look ahead to the trade deadline, I don't put as much. I know yesterday we talked about all of the things that we're up against next year, being a second apron team, but I don't feel as stressed about the deadline specifically for this season.
Yeah.
Because if we continue to play like this and we continue to build off of this over the next however many games we have up into the trade deadline, we're probably going to be looking pretty good at that point.
But how did we ever, just not believe Gerald about reps when he's got guns like that? This dude knows about reps, all right?
I haven't done reps in a while. I need to start doing reps. I got a wedding coming up. But no, I think that like approaching the trade deadline, you still need a 3-and-D wing. You still have needs, obviously. But I do think the way that they've been playing is encouraging. Against more wing-heavy teams, you could definitely because like if you look at the minutes tonight, the starting 5 played the majority of those. You go to the bench, Eric Gordon played 26, and then beyond that, it was basically just Azubuike played 12 behind, Nurkic. That's potentially a concern. I don't know if you want Azubuike being your backup center come playoff time. And we know that Eubanks has not been reliable at all, so that's still a concern for me, the third or second center spot. And then Chimezie Metu played 14. Metu's been good over the last month or so. But I think you need more of a wing player, and I still think Metu's more of a 4-5 kind of guy. So that's still a concern for me because like KBD, Little, Watanabe didn't play, and KBD and Little, they were garbage time. So like you're really not playing a lot of wings right now. There will be playoff matchups where you need some wing depth. That's still a concern for me. But the guys that are playing, their top 6, we know they're solid and reliable, even though EG shot 1 for 8 from 3 tonight.
Look, I'm looking for a new Bay before the beginning of February, all right? Sadiq Bey. That's what I want here in Phoenix. Like, if Royce O'Neal, all right, but like Sadiq Bey, that name gets me going. All right, I think that can get a little more done for us come playoff time. And be a guy that could potentially help. Richard's backup center that we've talked about from Charlotte is another name that I go. You get 2 guys like that, I'm starting to feel a little frisky here.
So if you do get into the club, are you going to be hollering "Hey, baby"?
Hey,
No.
He's in the club hollering.
You in the club hollering?
You guys.
Yeah, listen. We talked about it yesterday. We went through the exercise. The realistic thing is that the Suns are going to make some moves around the edges. They're not going to trade Nurk. They're not going to trade Grayson. They're going to listen to phone calls, but ultimately they'll get some guy around the edges. I still believe they're going to get an athletic wing to come in here that's going to help out with some of the stuff we're talking about from the wing position. There's 3, 4, 5 guys that they're potentially looking at that wing spot, maybe a backup center. So I think they will make moves. I think that the team you're looking at today will be different in 3 weeks. Not significantly different, but slight adjustments on the edges. I do want to say this last thing. 10 days ago, Linz, it was 10 days ago that the Clippers beat the Suns by 27. 10 days ago.
And I'm glad they fired Frank, like I said.
And I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. 10 days ago, it was, let's sell the franchise. Let's trade KD. Let's trade Book. Let's trade Bill. Let's blow it up. Frank got to go. Boom, boom, boom. Team is trash. It's over. It's January 9th. What are we doing? Just 10 days later, they're damn near 5th in the West in the loss column, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're right there. And they're on a 4-game win streak. And it looks like some momentum is building. And we got the Pacers and Bulls coming up.
Changes still need to be made.
This guy.
I'm telling y'all. Listen, I'm
Espo, you need to bring back the purple pants. The changes do need to be made.
No.
yeah. So I'm just saying, chill out, man. It's not even the halfway point. Like we're good.